Does your brain ever deceive you? Is the reality you perceive truly as it seems? Let's dive into the labyrinth of our minds to find out. Our brain is a master interpreter, taking in raw data from our senses and painting a vivid picture we know as reality. It's like a grand conductor, orchestrating a symphony of sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell into a coherent experience. But what happens when the conductor decides to change the tune? This brings us to the concept of subjective reality. Our reality isn't universal. It's a unique construct, a masterpiece molded by our personal experiences and perceptions. Each brain writes its own narrative, creating a world that is as unique as the individual experiencing it. Reality, it seems, is a deeply personal affair, a tale woven by the thread of our consciousness. So, if our brains interpret and shape our reality, can we say that it sometimes lies to us? If our brains can manipulate our perception, what does that say about reality? Is it possible that physical reality is an illusion? This thought may stupefy us, but it's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Quantum physics and philosophy have long been flirting with the idea that reality is not as solid or fixed as we perceive it to be. Let's delve into quantum physics, where particles can exist in multiple places at once, and change their behavior when observed. This phenomenon, known as superposition, suggests that reality is not set until we look at it. It's a startling concept, isn't it? Now let's shift to philosophy. Philosophers argue that our reality is merely a construct of our consciousness, an illusion crafted by our senses and thoughts. This idea is known as solipsism, the theory that only the self is sure to exist. So it seems that our understanding of reality is shaped more by our minds than by the physical world around us. So what have we learned about our brain and the nature of reality? A whirlwind of a question, isn't it? Let's break it down. We've explored how our brains are master interpreters, deciphering a constant influx of sensory information to create our perception of reality. This reality, however, is as unique as we are. It's subjective, shaped by our individual experiences, beliefs, and perceptions. Now here's where it gets really interesting. We've delved into the notion that physical reality might just be a grand illusion, a spectacle conjured by our consciousness. A somewhat unsettling thought perhaps, but it opens up a world of possibilities about the nature of our existence and our understanding of the universe. Next time you look at the world around you, remember, what you're seeing is not an objective reality, but a creation of your own mind. So does your brain lie to you? Perhaps it does, but only to create a reality you can understand.